The following program deals with a controversial
subject.
The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
the top talents in the comic book business are here to tell everything they know.
We are the three caballeros. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome everybody to another Tuesday night.
Hold on. I saw the greatest headline today. Martin Short and Steve Martin explain why Selena Gomez should be in the remake of The Three Amigos. And all I could think was ... because Chevy Chase is an asshole.
Oh man. You guys remember that Disney cartoon, Three Caballeros?
Yeah, it got canceled.
Did it really?
Yeah, Donald chases women on the Riviera.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I used to watch that.
He's horn dogging. He's like Emmet and I in San Diego.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to watch that
Emmet anywhere.
over and over. So what up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight at the beginning of the show. 44 live viewers. You guys are amazing.
And there's at least 3 dead ones.
Yeah. Yeah. No Jesse tonight. The issues of having a comic book store, or sometimes you get new stuff in and you got to work.
I have 3 of them and I fucking showed up. He's got 1. I have 3.
Speaking of that, you opened your new shop this week, man.
It didn't suck.
No.
So everybody's been hearing me, blah, 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 blah. Dennis has a new concept store. Dennis is blah, blah, blah. And even I get sick of hearing me talk about it sometimes.
Never.
A couple days, like, leap year. That one day. I can only handle 365 days of my bullshit. But that 366th day, that's where I draw the line. But I've always said, look, I tried it with the comics. I tried it with the different genre, anime, manga, video games, vinyl records, and they both worked. And the only other thing you can do is to try it at scale. And I got the opportunity to try this at scale. This is a fully functioning. Now, my 2 stores are in a dead mall. This is an active mall with an Apple store, with Aeropostale and American Eagle Outfitter and The Gap and Victoria's Secrets. Real mall. Right next to Spencer's and still alive JCPenney's.
Good. You can just go grab all the shirts. You can go grab all the shirts off the Spencer's rack and put them right in your store.
As soon as they go on clearance.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try this, but I wanted to do it simple. I wanted to, I did the video on my site. You can open a store for $20K. I literally followed my guidelines, all except for one. I didn't have to buy inventory. So I just took the inventory from my existing 2 stores and used them to open the new store. So I skirted around the inventory. I had plenty of inventory. I don't need to buy anything new. And cake cutting. We had cosplayers there. You can see we stuffed it full, but I still got lots of room to add some more stuff.
Right.
If you look, I didn't want this to be overpacked to start with. I want it to evolve naturally.
Clean, but also it looks really clean.
It does, yes. And Ray, it's in Toledo, Ohio. Normally I'm in Monroe, Michigan.
So one of the things that I'm going to out Dennis right now, because it's the truth and it's smart. He basically is like, I just took half of what I had here and half of what I had here and half of what I had here and moved it. And nice and easy, get what you want. Sales. And how has it been so far?
So the first 4 days, hold on one second. Sorry. The first 4 days of sales, we did the ribbon cutting. I think there's a video of the ribbon cutting. And somebody's calling you out, Emmet. And so we had the ribbon cutting Friday morning. We had a full Friday, a full Saturday, a Sunday, which is, a half day, and a Monday. So 4 days. The gross sales of this store in 4 days was 40% of what one of my stores does in a month. So extrapolate that times 7, I should do 250% more than what the current stores do.
So there's this style. Do you ever think that you're going to have your stores at your malls are kind of like an express version of a true hippie record store? You know what I mean? Boutique style stuff. Do you ever plan on having a one of those, or is your store, or is your theater already that, and you just need to open that up?
Well, there's a lot of different permutations that I think this could do. And I originally wanted this store to be in a movie theater so that I could show movies during all day long on the big screen, and people would come in to see classic movies for free. And then as they walked out, they would walk out through this store.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Hell yeah.
The township didn't see it the same way I did, and they wanted me to do a lot of modifications that would kind of kill that
Gotcha.
mood that I was trying to build.
Yep.
Now, as I've always said, I plan to retire. We don't get retirement plans, ladies and gentlemen. We don't get a 401k or a 403b plan unless we build it ourselves. So sadly, most store owners die in their store at some point, and the other half die someplace else. There's very few people
sell to the walls.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to sell your business.
But that's because a current comic book store, Brian, requires that weekly ordering, that 3 to 4 days a week that Emmet is always bitching about.
Yep.
Of processing your orders, calling in your damages, processing your damages, calling it in again, over and over again. That requires a much higher level. This right here is a business model that I like to, I think it's the only turnkey business in the collectibles realm, because you don't need to, I don't rely this on Magic tournaments, Pokemon tournaments, new Pokemon product that's impossible to get, new comics, new vinyl. Once you launch this store, it kind of operates on its own wind. And like Emmet was asking, have you had anything walk in the door? Yeah, 2 short boxes yesterday. I wasn't even there for it. I trained the employees. They bought the 2 boxes, and I looked through it today, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to work. I mean,
yeah, hell yeah, man. It feeds itself. I think that's, the reason Jesse's out tonight is because he had a big collection walk in the door. And, that's the great thing about the collectibles industry. It's also, one of the problems. Sometimes you're not in a position or a place to get that stuff.
Yeah.
I've got a big one coming in tomorrow, and it's got crazy stuff in it, but the person knows what they have. They've been close to comics all their life, so they know what they have. So I'll be paying up. It's a friend of mine, so I don't mind paying up, but it's a lot of good stuff that'll move quickly. Deadpool, first appearance of Deadpool, first appearance of Cable, first appearance of Swamp Thing, which is a grail for me.
Oh, great book.
Yeah. And every Star Wars, I think every single Star Wars book since Dark Horse. So
that's dope.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's, but here's the thing, Emmet, as good as that is, and I mean, dude, we used to live for that. I used to live for it. That one customer decides, hey, I'm getting out and you get first crack.
Yep.
you've got to understand that I understood this probably the month before I opened the first store 3.5 years ago. As I watched all of those people 20 years older than us mall walking, and all I could think was, how many of their kids' stuff is in the attic? How many of their grandkids' stuff is in the basement? And it's been a 3.5 year surprise every time one of those boxes walks in from one of the mall walkers or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a new place to mine. That's really what it is.
Yep.
You know, you're mining new customers that would never go halfway across town to go visit a comic store. But if they're going next door to Spencer's, sure, why not? I'll stop in. Oh, wow, I found this. I found that. I found this. And then, these are today I'm in there for 5 or 10 minutes. I brought a whole bunch of Skylanders down because, you know, guys, I talk about Skylanders and it's already on a 10-year nostalgia wave.
Yep.
And sure enough, somebody's like, are these worth something? I go, well, I buy them. I mean, people pay $5 each or 3 for $12. I'll buy them all for $1 a piece. I'll bring in some this week.
Yeah.
That was just a person coming in to look for manga, and they have a big box of Skylanders in their basement.
Yep.
And it goes around and around and around.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I'm searching for Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies are selling like crazy at my store.
Oh, who's been talking about Beanie Babies
You.
for a year and a half?
You. That's
That
why I
was
pulled
our
them out of my
best-
basement.
That was our best moving product on the first day. We probably sold $300 or $400 worth of Beanie Babies. I cannibalized the store, the Monroe store, just to bring down more Beanie Babies today.
Yeah. You had in the window, you have a Thai Beanie Baby
Yep.
display. That was a nice pickup wherever you got that from.
I bought 2 of those from a Hallmark store that went out of business.
Smart.
Yeah. I wish I could get, I mean, I bought a lot of Beanie Babies in the past. But they haven't been coming in recently because people are loving them again.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
went
the
to
price point is right? $3 three each, 2 for $5. That's the price point.
Oh, you're going too cheap, Emmet, as always. I'm $5 a piece, 3 for $10 at Monroe, and I am $5 a piece, 3 for $12 in Toledo.
Okay.
And I pay less than $1 each.
Yeah, I pay.
So it's all
3
profit.
cents. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how everything works out. We'll keep an eye on it, of course. And it just means that you're tripling up on the amount of pickups that you can have every week now.
That's it. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I came back and there was a VHS collection waiting for me at Wonder World that came in while I was opening Toledo Cosmopop.
That's funny.
And it had
man.
a ton of horror VHSs in it, which
that's
is
the
the
money.
perfect time.
Yeah.
But it's also the money. There's like $300 and $400 horror VHS easy.
All right. I got something to bring up with you guys. Did you guys see this? Diamond Comic Distributor changes name to DCD2.
I did not. I know it changed its bank because I got that message that the bank was changed.
DCD2.
I said if I pulled up the thing, a rose by any other name would still try to steal its company's customers' assets.
Yeah. Dear DCD2, DC2, DC Poo.
Deuce.
Yeah. They should just call it the Deuce.
The Deuce. Let's that's it.
That's the name
For the
of the Deuce.
rest of
Yeah.
it's the Deuce.
Yeah.
The Deuce.
Please be advised that due to the recent purchase, Diamond Distributors has entered a new banking relationship with Key Bank. So you guys have to go and change
Key
everything
Bank?
over.
Do you know what Key Bank is? It's a regional Ohio bank.
Wow. That's interesting.
I didn't even read this because I just laughed at the headline.
Yeah.
That's a tiny regional bank in Ohio that branched a little into Michigan, and I think there's some in Indiana. This might be, once again, conspiracy, tinfoil hat. That might be where Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is right across the border from Ohio, that might be because Universal is setting up their headquarters in Fort Wayne, and they might be using Key Bank in Fort Wayne as their hub.
It's I don't know what to think about this anymore. I'm just like, it just needs to end. Damn it. We need well, here, that being said, next week I think it's time we bring out the interview, the Ogilvy interview. So we'll be doing that. We'll get to we'll EFAP our we'll do industry show after the industry show. McFarlane after McFarlane.
I mean, chat, do you want to see the Ogilvy and see us EFAP the Ogilvy interview from, God, it seems like forever ago.
It was, man. It was a long time ago.
March, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like
almost a year.
February or March?
Well, let's see here. If we go back, what's the oldest thing? 14th of January is when they announced bankruptcy. So that's a long time. A long time. An ogre EFAP? Is it a chick? No. that term has to be changed somehow. The EFAP term. Yeah. That's like a bad name. It's like calling a satellite program Skynet.
Yeah. Just call it Skynet.
So
and release the robots.
Yeah. I think that they're just going to figure out a way to get out of this whole thing as fast as possible. I don't see them.
The thing is that money is being held in that bankruptcy court. Nobody's getting any of it, least of all them. So their money is in the system. And they have to make money to survive while it's going on. I mean, I feel bad for them, but they're the ones that wanted to flex and get this thing done. So it's kind of on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. I sorry you guys. I went squirrel. All right, back to talking about opening and comic shops.
Well, and that's the best part about this new business model. It's a successful comic book store that doesn't have to have any distributors feeding it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see in the next 5 years how many, like where that change happens. If it happens throughout all retailers, if most retailers just go like that are buying new books are online retailers and it's just everything shipped while, stores stick to like what you guys are doing. That's a big part of it, Emmet, you're having to deal with that on a constant basis and always trying to figure out your box holders and all this stuff. Would it just be easier, right?
So much easier. So much easier, man. Yeah, it would be fantastic. But and so there's no competition for used items, right? It's anything you have that's new, you have competition for. But used items, you don't have that same competition. Even if somebody has the condition's going to be different. Yours may be worse or better, but it's not going to be identical. So in that when you don't have any competition, your margins start to increase.
Do they have?
Well,
let
me I want to feed that for just 1 second. So it's hilarious. There are 5 comic shops. There are 5 stores that sell comics in Toledo. New comics, like full-fledged stores. One of them burned down and then they're rebuilding now. So I still count them in the mix. But you would be shocked at how many people are like, hey, do you have this new comic? Are you going to get this new comic? Are you going to start buying this new comic? I go, that's not really the business model that we're working on here. Well, I'm really unhappy with my comic shop.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, God, I used to dream about the Toledo market only having at that, I think when I dreamt about it, 3 stores. Now they've got 5, and they want me to do the thing I don't want to do.
Yep. Well,
But a portion of those people don't like their comic shop are problem subscribers.
yes. That's exactly
Not
what I was
all of
going to
them.
say. Yeah.
But enough of them that I'm going to keep on trucking the way I'm trucking.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they probably owe a big box. They probably haven't picked up their box in 3 months. Some bullshit like that.
I've had to tell all my customers it's now 3 weeks. If you don't pick up at 3 weeks without a call, if you call and say, "Hey, listen, I'm out of work, I'm out of town on work," or some other excuse, and I'll be next week, all right, I'll pull and hold it for another week. But
Right.
after 3 with no contact, it's going back in the bins and your box is being canceled.
Yeah. Big week for retailers, right? Next big month for retailers, especially in the TCG market. Magic the Gathering, the Spider-Man stuff is hitting, shelves, and you already got places telling you the best cards to look out for, the ones that are selling for the most.
Yep. We pulled that, but we didn't pull that version. Is that the flip one? Oh, it's not. It's not that one. It's the Eddie Brock. We pulled the Eddie Brock, and it's a $220 card.
Wow.
It's foil, etched foil.
I mean, it's all classic covers that or
everything.
memes.
I knew that all the McFarlanes were going to be bought up by a secondary market that in no way, shape, or form plays Magic.
Magic, right?
Yeah.
All the McFarlane fans.
Hey, Brian, put that link to wherever you're at in our chat so I can go back to this later.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the thing. Here's the thing. Emmet, did you crack any of this?
We cracked a case and a collector's box.
Okay. And what do you think? Obviously you got to buy it at wholesale, right?
At retail, the EV is horrible. Estimated value.
I was unimpressed. I ripped about the equivalent of 2 boxes. I was really impressed with how most of the packs came with 1, 2, 3 rares and maybe a holo rare. Very light on mythics in my packs.
Right.
And the mythics didn't really pan out.
Right.
Just as far as value goes, it's all of these borderless extended art ones that are the real hot ones.
Yep.
But
and major characters, it looks like.
Yeah, they're all major characters. It's exactly as I kind of figured. I actually started looking at a few low-end prices because I have the feeling that there's a common version of every main character. There's a common Miles. There's a couple common Spider-Mans. There's a common Gwenpool, a common Venom. And believe it or not, commons go for less than a quarter most of the time.
Yes.
Those characters are hitting hard.
Yeah.
$1, $2, up to $3 on some of those common main characters. That just tells me that there's a second market in this that wasn't accounted for when they made this production run.
Yeah.
So the Soul Stone, you guys. Oh,
dude, you want to fucking flip?
We pulled 3 of these.
Really? Out of a case?
Out of a case, yeah.
You got to look.
This one is the one.
That's the one you want to find. That's out of the collector's box.
That Infinity Gauntlet one's going for 2 Gs.
This one's going for 10, dude.
Oh, that one's going for 10?
$10,000 plus.
Oh, foil. Yeah. Okay.
Soulstone textless foil.
It's beautiful, but I don't know how many boxes you'd have to buy to get one.
Yeah, but the other one's going for 2 Gs, and the
Yep.
foil goes for 3 Gs.
10 Gs.
And I think it's only going up.
Yeah, and that's the same card as the top card, the $100 card, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's all about the arts then.
Yeah. So basically, the Thanos is like the 1 in 200 variant,
Yeah,
and the other one's like the 1 in 1,000 variant.
So you can put together a deck, a playable deck using all common cards.
yes.
Oh yeah,
It's actually a format called Pauper,
That's cool.
where so you can make a deck for like 20-30 bucks, because really to make them work, there is a couple of common cards that actually have value because they're used in a lot of decks. So you might have to pay up
So is there
$5 or $10.
a common, a rare, a mythic, and a legendary like for each card? Is that what it is?
No.
no, it's a different card.
Yeah.
So maybe your regular Spider-Man, your common Spider-Man is going to be a 3/4 character, and then the uncommon, I think Symbiote Spider-Man is an uncommon, right, Emmet, or is that a
Yeah.
rare?
So all the ones with the on right there are all rares because they have the
The gold Spider-Man symbol.
symbol and then the hollow at the bottom.
Yeah.
But so basically your common cards are going to do one thing, right? And maybe your uncommons are going to do something, either two things or
Like an
something
extra attack?
better.
Like an extra
Yeah,
attack
or something better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I
But
got
they'll be
you.
a totally different card.
I got you.
They're
Okay.
all unique to themselves. And
So
they
like
don't cross.
a common version of some item, if you get the rare version of it, it's gonna
doesn't have
do
a rare version of it. It'll be a different item. It'll have a whole totally different name,
Yeah.
and it'll do something way better.
Gotcha.
And then there's flip cards where it's one image on one side, Peter Parker, and then if you do something in the game, you can then flip it over to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Emmet, every one of those go back up a little bit. Every one of those lands is going to be a $3 land at some point.
Sure.
The spider web land symbols, I think, are going to be a $3 common land.
Yeah. Listen, we have all kinds of lands that are worth ridiculous money that are just basic lands.
Yeah. Whatever you could do to buy these, I think as a comic collector, which most of our audience is, this has the best potential of any Magic set I've seen in probably, I still don't think Lord of the Rings is going to be as huge as this eventually.
Yeah.
I think this has a better potential.
There's a little bit more product out there than there was of Lord of the Rings, because I still have boxes left. And I still have, because the collector's boxes are $600 a piece. And I'm on the low end.
Right.
There's people out there selling it $750, $800.
And it's only what, 10 packs?
12
packs.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah.
So here's like two different versions. This is the radioactive spider. Which is which?
So full art is on the left.
Okay.
If you're looking at the website, it's on the left, and that
Actually,
one in the
that's
middle is on the right.
borderless. That's borderless.
Borderless, yeah. Full art.
No,
No,
full
that's
art
full art.
would not have the text.
No, there's full art textless, and there's full art.
Okay. Basically what I'm saying is there's still two more variations.
But they're the
Yes.
same card as playable cards in the game. There's no difference,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Those are
That's what I'm
exactly the
getting
same,
at.
and they're the same, but they're both rare.
Okay.
This isn't common. It's just easier to get.
I
It's
got
harder
you.
to get.
And it's
I
funny
got
because
you.
I don't think I ever pulled a single one of those out of 2 boxes.
Oh yeah, we pulled a lot.
Borderless classic comics. So these are flips right here, it looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
See the Eddie Brock? That's the one I got. That's if you go down. Yeah, the Eddie Brock. I got this in foil, and when you flip it over, it's the cover of Venom Lethal Protector.
Yeah. Variant.
Yeah.
I just think that as this set goes forward, this goes into comic book collectors' collections and never leaves.
Never leaves.
And if you don't get this on launch, and like I said last week, if you want all 6 stones, whatever that $100 stone is right now, I'm not giving you investment advice, but when the 6th stone comes out and this is completely out of print, 107, in my opinion, is going to be cheap.
1,000%. They'll actually start going up as if they put out a second one. I heard that there's only going to be 3 sets, so the next 2 sets will have
double up,
multiple.
probably.
Yeah, they'll double up on them, or even triple on the
well,
last.
And you know they're going to make that Infinity Gauntlet art with 2 stones in it and 3 stones in it, and it's gonna. I mean, WotC. I think this is one of the smartest sets WotC's released, just as far as variations go, playability, collectability, you name it. I just think that I still haven't pulled the Cosmic Spider-Man.
And if you're a comic book person and you're a Mark Spears fan, if you don't run out and find you at least one of the Wolfman figures,
I've already seen those selling for $100 a piece.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I have 2 cases coming.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Look at your recently viewed. Nice.
Oh, Legends. Wolfman?
Man-Wolf.
Man-Wolf, sorry. Yeah. Mark Spears, there it was, 60 something.
60, 70.
Passed it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, well, that's
for the set.
60,
Canada.
50, 60.
60. 60.
Yeah.
25 without the card. So there you go. You can
No, that's the old one.
Oh, that's the old one?
Those are the old ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, see what the shipping is on those, because if they're the ones coming from Canada.
Canada, yeah, $20 shipping on a few of them.
So you're talking about
60 plus
retail.
40.
Yeah. Is that a flip? Is there art on both sides?
Yeah, you get Jameson on one side and Man-Wolf on the other.
God.
And this card is not available in the set. So it's Mark Spears. You're going to be fighting Mark Spears collectors, the completists for this Spider-Man set. And there's going to be a lot of people who want to have one of everything from this set.
Sadly, they didn't make it powerful. If the card had been powerful, that would be worth forgetting.
Oh, it'd go through the roof.
Where was I? There we go. Scarlet Spider. Yeah, you can tell all the ones that are. That's badass. I love that character. Always have. Love the design, character design.
Yeah. Yep.
Peter Parker's camera.
Yeah.
That's a big card. Spider-Punk. There's the Soul Stone. Multiversal Passage.
Yeah, I only pulled one of those out of 2 boxes.
Spectacular Spider-Man borderless.
I'll tell you, WotC really has the shuffle, the allocation.
Oh yeah. I honestly think though that this is going to be also a sandbag event as well. I heard the pre-release boxes are heavy loaded with a lot of really heavily loaded.
Always.
So the booster boxes are going to be more evenly distributed.
Yeah. So if you're going to buy, if you got a chance to buy what we call PRKs, which is pre-release kits, and you can get them at a good price, buy as many as you can, because they're always seated better.
Yeah. Well, I've also heard that, oh, wow, look at that. 15,000.
Yeah.
So that even that $10,000 sale that was in that news report is out of date and going.
So there's a comic book that is a giveaway. So a month after the release, you have a championship. When you have the championship, you give away, they give you stuff to give away.
Oh,
Stores are selling theirs on eBay. They're getting $100.
Wow.
See what
$100
it
to
said?
$150.
I see.
It's
Me and Yi went to, in San Diego, they had this big thing where you had to go do all this stuff and you walk
Yep.
through this place and you got 4 starter decks. And I did it so I could give my starter decks to Clutch because he was working the booth the whole time. So I was like, I'll go get you a deck. Well, they gave me a comic at the end, which was in like a special like bag, like it's a newspaper. And I still have it. I wonder what that's going for.
Oh yeah, that's if you have the comic, there should be a card in there too, and the newspaper, 170
Wow.
for all 3 pieces. Now the cover, did you get the cover with a regular Spider-Man or did you get Bagman Spider-Man?
I got to check. I haven't even looked.
Okay. Because there's 2 versions.
Look at this. $2,000 easy all day, every day.
Yep.
And look how many there are. So it's really not that hard. If I was to open my entire allocation and then grade them and sell them, yeah.
Well, that's where I think that this market
Bagman.
hasn't even started yet.
1,500.
I mean, this is people flipping their pre-release cards and retailers like yourself opening these for their singles.
So this is a box right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's a collector's box.
That's 12 packs. So they're selling for $100 a collector pack.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A collector
See,
packs
that's
like
Bagman.
jumbos. Those are like jumbos.
Yeah.
That's the Bagman Spider-Man. There's a comic.
It's more like Sapphire, Brian,
Gotcha.
where everything is foiled out and there are rarer versions that you can only
Yes.
get in those packs.
Gotcha.
Yes.
There's
You
a
can
regular
only
But there's
box
nothing
right there.
serialized. Did you know
No.
that was kind of crazy to me that there are 0 serialized cards in this? And you know what that told me, Emmet?
What's that?
There's a ton of them.
Why wouldn't you serialize if you didn't want people to know what the print runs were?
There's a
Exactly.
ton of them.
So I think this stuff, I think that they've made themselves one of the best collectible products that they've made in a long time. Final Fantasy never hit this hard. Lord of the Rings never hit this hard with other cards.
So Final Fantasy collector boxes are now $1,300.
Oh yeah, no. But
It's
I mean,
super hot, but not off the get like this has.
right. And that's what I'm saying is when they sprinkle this product out, when there's a Costco box set or, you know, these other ways that they trickle this product out, this is gonna get flooded, but it doesn't matter. There's 10, in my opinion, 10x the people to buy this than were there for the other sets.
Is this Mike Rewingo? Who is doing this art? Is Bagley? Who's this?
You can actually click on it, and down in the bottom left corner, it'll tell you who the artist is.
Yeah.
Sick. That's awesome.
So zoom in. Never heard of him.
Roberta Ingranata. It almost looks like
So he might be a Magic artist.
artist.
They use
Yeah.
both comic book and a Magic the Gathering artist.
Well, guess what, you guys? That's a whole new part of this. We've entered a whole new world. These Magic the Gathering artists' autographs can sell for a ton. And there's going to be flippers galore. Here you go, Flipperverse. Get in on the autograph Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh yeah.
Well, what if now Marvel sees all the cards, they get them, they look at this Spider-Man, they go, God damn, that's a really good Spider-Man.
Damn
You want
right.
to do some covers?
Yep.
There you go.
Or if
And guess what?
retailers.
And Brian,
Yeah.
guess what their first art will be? One of
Magic
these
the
cards.
Gathering cards. Yep.
Yeah. For Spider-Man.
You think Jenny Frizen's first cover goes for money?
There's some Magic the Gathering artists that are like their cards sell for their first cards. I imagine sell for ridiculous amounts of money. Derek, if you're out there, Derek, I know you're out there. Put a pin in that, brother. That might be something we need to put like the best Magic the Gathering card artists. Let's do a first card on the list. But this is crazy. So you opened a case, you said? A case and a collector's box?
Case of regular and one collector's box, yeah.
And
In
then
the collector's box, we did get the one Eddie Brock, which is $220, which, you know, at a $600 price point, if that's your only hit.
That's a good
we
card.
did all right.
Yeah, I don't suggest, and Emmett, tell me if I'm completely fucking wrong. Your return on investment at paying $1,000 for a collector's box or $1,200, like some of those people, there is unless you hit, that is a very large lottery ticket to try to hit.
How hard are they to get?
You do not open collector's boxes. You buy them to put them away, to sell them, or trade them in on 2 collector's boxes next year.
It's like Schrodinger's cat. The cat's always alive when it's unopened. As soon as you open that door, it's dead.
Dead.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite. One of
Yeah.
my favorite Pokemon guys is, should I open it? And then he goes through and he has $2,000 pack of, whatever this is. And then it's like 20-cent common, 50-cent common, $1, $3, $200. Wah, wah. I shouldn't have opened it. And it's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he loses way more than he wins.
Oh, yeah.
I saw somebody open a alpha pack of Magic, which, has a $400,000 card possibility, and get nothing.
Nothing.
And it would cost him $20,000. He didn't even get to 2,000.
Yeah.
Like, those are banger bust.
I just sold a starter pack of Revised for $900, and I wanted to open it. I mean, if it had 1 or 2 dual lands in there, forget about it, but it's not worth it.
So what is the MSRP on collector's boxes if you're a retailer? Or not MSRP, what is the buy-in if you're a retailer on collector's boxes?
What are they, about 150?
No, not anymore. They're 190.
And then what do you sell them for?
So we sell them when the fair market value is 250, we sell them at 250. Once they start going out of sane, I just can't stick to the MSRP because the people who are going to come buy them are just going to be people who are going to buy them and then put them online for the price. So you saw them all selling for $750. I sell mine at $600, $150 or $175 under fair market value.
I'm cool with that. For how long? How long do you wait?
That's what I sell them for the night they come out. Wow. Because that's what they pre-sold for.
What if people pre-sell? Do you tell your customers, hey, if you want boxes, I'll give them to you for cheaper?
I don't pre-sell because I never know what I'm going to get.
Got you. So I remember you talking about that.
Final Fantasy, they fucked me, and then they called me the very next week and said, hey, do you want any collector's boxes? I'm like, hell yeah. And then they're like, oh, they're $1,000 each from the distributor.
Right. Which to me should be illegal.
Right. They're bumping it up and making the difference. So that allocation that happened was so that they could try and sell it to me. Yeah, allocation. Yeah. So they could try to sell it to me the next week for $1,000 and make the difference from between 190 and 1,000.
Yeah.
They're not out there on the secondary market picking these boxes up.
Nope.
It's the same thing that the company that works with Walmart was selling the
MJ Holdings
allotment and then saying to Walmart, well, we didn't have enough for you.
Which we discussed on the Ogilvy episode.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we did. All right, I'm trying to find this on stocks because I want to see. There we go. Marvel Spider-Man. Look at this, you guys. There we go. Great site. MTG stocks. Just found out about it myself. Look at this. Average
Emmet
sales.
told us about it last week.
Yep. Anti-Venom.
That's one of the hottest cards in the set.
Yep. There's the extended
art. And they're actually all dipping just slightly. So none of these cards, singles can't be sold until Friday. I can sell sealed product all day long. I can't sell singles until Friday, which is called the release. What we had last week was the pre-release, and we did like $10,000 in Magic.
Wow.
On the weekend. Starting on Thursday, where since we had the product in hand, we started pre-selling. and we were actually doing boxes at $500 that night.
There's the
And then,
Eddie
yeah,
Brock 240 foil.
yeah.
So there's a foil market. That's cool.
Yeah, there's even a foil market for cards that are worthless.
Yeah.
So old foils, if you go back to
First
like
generation foils.
the first generation foils, you can get $60, $80 for a card that is worthless.
Wow. I love it, man. I'm all for it. I love any type of collecting hobby. I think this is cool. Look at that art.
Well, the great thing is that you get less sour grapes from these collectors because they're playing the game every week.
Yes.
They're getting enjoyment out of it. That's why I press about reading comics, because if you read them and then the book goes to 0 and you really enjoyed that book and you loved it, did you lose? You didn't lose.
Right.
'Cause you had a lot of enjoyment.
I was just if I had 1 week to not pick to open my store, it would have probably been the pre-release weekend, because I would have probably gone to 5 different stores to play in pre-releases just to play this product fresh and raw. I can't play against net deckers and these kids.
We don't have the time for that, man.
But I can play a sealed deck. I can play a sealed deck anytime.
Yeah. Well, because it's really level playing field, right?
It is, because you're as good as you pulled, and I'm as good as I pulled.
Yeah.
And if I spot one thing in the text of something I pulled that counters your best card, I'm going to beat you.
Yeah. It's a really great game. It's not as great as it used to be because they got rid of a lot of the original people that were building.
I could see myself having a lot of fun with this set just when I was opening the cards I opened.
I told Clutch that at some point I want to try and jump in and dabble in it. And maybe we can do a Beyond Wednesdays type, I don't know, league or something, you know. It might be fun to kind of check out, as long as it now gives me a reason, right? Like I love the comic aspect, you know, that character aspect. It gives me a reason.
And then if you like manga, the next setup is going to actually be way hotter than this.
What's the next setup? Avatar. Okay.
Avatar.
Yeah.
And they're going to have crazy shit, airbender shit in there and everything.
Yeah, that's
And then what's the next Marvel set? It comes out 2 from now?
Yeah. It's always an in-between set because it's a Beyond Universe set instead of a regular set, where Avatar is going to be an actual in-set.
In-set, yeah. Which I think is a mistake. But I saw a really funny meme where it was like SpongeBob in the Ghostbusters mobile fighting, and it was just like fighting Godzilla.
Don't put it past them. They've already done Godzilla. They've already done Transformers.
Yeah.
They've already done Fallout. They did 40K.
I'm waiting for G.I. Joe.
Let me tell you, all those sets were really popular.
Oh, yeah.
All the Beyond sets.
But they haven't lasted as long as I think this Spider-Man set will last.
Well, for players, there was a lot of playable stuff in those sets.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of playable stuff in this. So it will be around a long time.
I think so.
So I do want to say something real quick. Mark Spear's blind bags are getting closer to hitting. And I got to see a video today that I'm sure you guys will be able to see soon. We'll figure it out, but I'm just going to tell you guys. I was so excited about it. I got to talk about it. Sorry, Mark. I saw a video today of them putting the blind bags together at the plant, and I saw a Unholy Grail being put into a comic and being added to them bagging them. They just randomly putting it on top, and it goes into a bag. But and it was cool, dude. It was super cool to see. So
my party's really coming together now. I just you guys got to get a graphic so I can start putting it up on.
I can't. That's
I have a graphic for you.
The biggest downside
of being in the mall
to mall stores is malls have a hard cut.
Close. Yeah.
And like the old chopping mall movie, they wind those fucking killer robots up and let them loose the second that time comes, and you better be out before then.
Yeah, Mark's going to go on, for those of you guys that want to hear more from Mark, he'll be on with the Cover Price guys tomorrow, right before Wednesday night review. Shout out to Cover Price. They've switched things up on their content. They've moved things around. I think they now do like Sunday through Wednesday. They have shows, and they're only an hour long each, I think. Really good job. They're going to have on Wednesdays now, it's just going to be Matt and John doing their comics covered show with, but interviews with creators or whoever. And this week they've got Mark on to talk. So that'll be tomorrow night, I think around like 6 p.m. Pacific time, something like that. So make sure you guys check out Cover Price.
Mark's going to take up like 4 of their fucking pages on their.
Well, I got to be honest about that. That's something that's very interesting. I talked to Matt the other day, and last week they did something really interesting, and I got to tip my cap to Cover Price because, the 3 top selling book or the 9 top selling books out of the 10 were all those Red Hood books. I mean, the Red Hood comics. All 9 of the top 10 on the Cover Price top 10 list were those Red Hood books. The other one that wasn't was the Spider-Man 36 9/11 tribute book. So, it was one book off getting all 10 for the first time on Cover Price. 2, I respect them enough that they reported on it, but they didn't show the covers. They didn't put up the covers. And I respect that. And they just said, hey, this is how we're going to deal with it. It happened. Move on. Same with Stein. Stein was like, I got to be honest. I said to Stein, I go, are you going to put those books on the list? He goes, already done. You got to tell what's happening in the market. This is what's happening in the market. Whether somebody doesn't like it or not, this is what's happening. So, but that being said, when Mark's books start hitting the market, those blind bag books, I could see him. There's a good chance he could have all 10 of the hottest books on the secondary market. There's a good chance. I don't think it'll happen. Like, that's pretty rare to get. I hope it happens. Do I think it'll happen? That's a tough, man. Especially if there's no thing that happened with the Red Hood book where there's issues
Immediately
with
canceled and
Yeah.
pulled back and
So, but
I'm surprised the Deadpool Batman book, some of the covers from that, because my buddy was selling them for he was getting like $75 for A covers.
of Batman Deadpool, really?
The Deadpool Batman book, yeah.
So that's supposedly that was the highest selling book of the week, right? That's what we're hearing.
Yeah, I sold out. And there's the homage, whatever you want to call it, for the Wolverine Hulk cover for $340.
I thought that was a Liefeld exclusive.
No,
with the 3 batarangs.
Yeah, and it's not that's not Liefeld. I think it's Otley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Otley.
The the Infinity Gauntlet one is the one that's selling for the most, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
It's just a B cover too, I think.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's a big deal. A bunch of books are selling. That's a good thing. These blind bags are getting crazy because like we thought they would. So it's just going to continue.
Well, Bryan,
but
I haven't seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bags solicited.
Well, did you see the Marvel bags that were solicited?
Now, wasn't Marvel just doing theirs through Whatnot?
No, they're doing a new thing called the True Believer blind bags. These are for Ultimate Endgame. You didn't see these?
Well, they must not be on FOC yet. Because I did not see them.
I think they just got solicited. So,
okay.
Here's the books you can get. But here's the thing. the Batman books came out, and there really wasn't anything great in there. They were just variant covers. And if this was all you were getting in this, I'd be like, meh. Like,
Yeah, none of those thrill me.
yeah,
Nothing.
none of these thrill me.
That
But
one,
here,
the second one's really good.
the Maker, this
but-
one,
No, the one. Well, that's really well done. But
yeah,
it's the Maker.
that one,
Nobody
This
cares
one.
about the Maker.
I like.
Yeah,
the
they
Maker.
haven't done a good job. I like the character, but they haven't fucking done anything with him
Right.
to make him.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing: they're smart. They're real. They're realizing it. So they came out and they said we're going to be putting in sketch covers by all the artists.
Oh.
Yeah.
But see, but here's the thing: we were always told that particular thing could not be pre-advertised because it flies in the face of gambling laws in many states.
Those are all gone, brother.
Not anymore. Yep.
They're all gone.
Okay.
Every football game has FanDuel or all the other fucking DraftKings. Every show on YouTube that does sports is sponsored by some type of gambling app. All those people are doing all this now. Raffles at your shop was always a no-no because that is
Right.
gambling. You either have to give the raffle ticket for free. You can't even give one a raffle ticket with purchase. People are now selling raffle tickets for their items because for $10 you can win $1,000 comic, but
Right.
we're going to sell 2,000 tickets. So that's 20,000 for the $1,000 book.
Yeah.
Derek says, I just saw KRS is doing a Spears exclusive foil Batman. I thought he got out of the retailer exclusive game. This is a big deal going on in the world of comics behind the scenes. And that's all I'm going to say right there. I'll keep my mouth shut. I probably shouldn't have said that much, but you are right, Derek. You are right. And I don't think you'll see you shouldn't see stuff like
what's
that
crazy?
happen anymore.
And I want to go off on a fucking. I don't give a fuck. I got my new concept store. I don't need this fucking shit anymore. Cancel me. I don't fucking care. All these motherfuckers are trying to get a chunk of Mark Spears' ass. And these junkyard barking dogs will stop at nothing to fucking take a chunk out of him. And all he wants to do is sit and do his fucking thing and spend time with his family. And he's spending more fucking time on the phone trying to stop this fucking parasitic bullshit. And is KRS one of our friends?
Yeah, shout out to KRS. KRS reached out to me about the whole thing and said, "Hey,
I just thought I would say that real quick before I
eviscerate them.
Before I eviscerate them." But
KRS reached out to me, and here's the bottom line. There's this thing that's happened in the world of retailer exclusives since it started, and that's where they group together. And basically what it is you're just buying in on another person in that group's deal. So basically this was a Sad Lemon thing, it sounds like. And so this isn't a KRS thing. KRS actually reached out to Mark and was like, "Hey, just we want to make sure you're good on this." So I will say that. So it's not them. But it's a thing where the bottom line is we've talked, and I just want to say this before you go on, Dennis. The bottom line is we've talked about this before. It is tacky, cheesy, and bad form for a publisher to give a retailer the ability to do a exclusive cover without one telling that artist and without two asking that artist if they're okay with that retailer doing it.
Yeah.
And that's and to answer your question, Jersey, as far as I know, fuck no. Because if Mark approved it, I would have chewed his ass out for approving it. And he knows it. I love that man.
Yeah.
So, And we've had numerous conversations where it's like, all right, Dennis, I know. I'm not going to approve any more of these. And then 3 more get fucking announced. And I'm like, Mark, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like,
It's
I
not
know.
Mark. It's not
I'm,
Mark.
I'm trying. I was on the
Yeah.
phone for 4 hours with DC asking them to not. And I'm like, here's the thing. Emmet, have you ever done a fucking variant with an artist that you didn't have a relationship with the artist or have some kind of contact?
It's part of my business model. Won't do one unless
Right.
it's my own.
But
Not
Jesse,
me doing the art, but like
right. But
I own
Jesse
the
and
property.
I have done hundreds, if not 1,000 variants where we have been in contact with the artist. It's
Yeah.
with their blessing.
Yeah, that's
we
important.
asked the publisher
Yeah.
to do a variant with our friend.
Yeah.
And then they are the facilitator of that deal.
Yeah.
All of these people and influencers that are going around and, oh, well, if I contact this editor that I'm a friend with and this sales guy that I'm a buddy with, or this person, I can then ask for an old piece of art and slap my logo on it and try to take a chunk of Mark Spears' ass.
Here's the thing, though. This is
Without
this is-
ever asking Mark Spears.
This is what's changed. There has been such a rapid change in how everything works in this world, this retailer artist exclusive cover world. Where in the past it used to be more like the retailers going to a publisher and saying, "Hey, I want to work with this artist." Now the artist can do everything on their own. So there's no reason to work with another retailer unless 1, you have a relationship with them, or 2, they're sweetening the pot majorly for you, because it's just easier for a established artist to do it on their own now. And so that's the game has flipped. It was in like in baseball. I was talking to somebody the other day and they brought up the baseball world, where the owners used to say was how it went, and they were paid the most. It's flipped. Now the baseball players are paid the most because they're bringing in all the fans and they're bringing in all the artists. Now is what is selling books. It's just the way it is. It's been like that for the past 2 or 3 years. Very heavy.
No, yeah, but it's always been about the art, right?
I don't think always. I think the writers back in the 2000s or early
we're not getting into
90s.
this. Hold on, slippery slope. We're not getting into this argument again.
I do agree that the art really drives the sales, right?
Yes.
The better the art, the more it sells. But the story's what keeps them around,
Yes.
right? So I've read plenty of books that I was very excited to get into. And then 3 or 4 pages in, I was like, oh, fuck me.
Well, I mean, that's one more question to ask. Sure, you got a Mark Spears Batman book. Do you got Scott Snyder?
Yeah.
I mean, Mark on Batman is great. Mark on doing the best Lobo he ever did is great, but without the following, does anybody I take this I almost take it back before I say it. I finally saw a Wonder Woman absolute variant that's coming up that I actually thought was killer.
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, I don't think the art is driving sales on Wonder Woman Absolute.
You're missing out on the art. Hayden Sherman's a fucking genius.
No, I'm not talking about the interior. I'm talking about the covers.
Oh, he's doing the 8 covers.
Okay.
Doing the 8 covers.
Here's something interesting. Another thing that I want to bring up. I don't know if you guys saw. This is put out today, recently. Comic shops will now get Image graphic novels a month before Amazon. And I know, Dennis, you were kind of talking about, Amazon is kind of lacking a little bit. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, this is exactly why I've been saying this. And I've been saying this since 2011, that retailers needed to wag the dog to get an exclusive window for digital comics, for trade paperbacks in front of Amazon sales. You name it, we should have been. But this isn't because retailers are standing together. This is because, drum roll,
supply chain.
No. This is because Amazon sales are down and they need to get retailers to up their orders by giving out this exclusive window, in my opinion, because that market of trade paperbacks isn't happening on Amazon because it's very flooded with everybody. You look at, look at Darren Davis. How many fucking Amazon books is he talking about that he had? Oh, I sell that on Amazon. I sell that on Amazon. Image is competing against all 20 Darren Davis fame books on release. They need to figure out a way to get the retailers to up their orders by giving them this window, in my opinion.
Amazon sells a fuck ton of comics, but not Amazon themselves.
Right.
And
or people.
Right. And this window's bullshit, except for the Amazon book market.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're a comic shop that has an Amazon store, you can put your books up immediately. So you're going to get a 27-day window on Amazon ahead of Amazon.
Yeah.
So that'll be really nice for those people who do that. But I can't do that because the shipping is insane.
Yeah. And well, there's a lot of effed up shit with Amazon shipping as well. I won't bore you with the thing, but the last straw for me with Amazon was they sold a book to Canada on my behalf, book that I had on inventory. They sold it to somebody in Canada. They collected $20 shipping from this person in Canada for me to ship it. And the only two ways they would let me ship it was a cost of $25 and a cost of $30. And then when we chose the cost of $25, they chose DHL to ship it. And the closest place to take a DHL package to drop it off was 30 miles away. And I'm like, I'm going to lose an hour and $5 because you sold this book to a guy in Canada. And it was a $10 book. And I'm like, I'm going to lose more money than this sale was worth. And they had no answer for me, no reply. They said, well, you should turn off international shipping. I'm like, all right, bye. I'll just turn you off instead.
Yep. Make it easy on me. Customer service
that was
is
it.
The key.
I was on the fence and that put me over it.
Yeah, totally.
And now I've got a third physical store. Fuck you.
Well, more reason to get rid of that product in your store than anywhere else. So, but hey, if they're giving comic shops an extra, something extra, run with it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing. It would be different if any other retailer had been asking for this for 14 years. No one. We can't do it, Dennis. They're too powerful for us to ask for this. Fuck you.
Yeah.
They'll ask for it when they're desperate, and that's what you're getting right now. You're getting table scraps.
Yeah. We go live on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, Diana. 10 p.m. Eastern. So
10:15 if Brian's still smoking in the backyard.
Yeah, most likely 10:15.
Yeah,
sometimes
10:15.
Yeah.
give him 15 minutes to wrap it up.
Hey man, it's finally starting to get dark at 7:00 again. I'm excited.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which means it finally starts getting livable at night.
Yes. Yes. That and I think daylight savings time is about to hit. So I'm going to gain an hour, which is even better.
I could swear I remember them passing laws that were going to get rid of that. And we were going to be frozen like 2 or 3 years ago. And why are we still doing this? I hate it.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, tomorrow night we got something cool. We're going to be announcing Sveta's Shubina's LA Comic-Con variant, which is going to be very, very cool. And I would just like to say, if you're a Sveta fan, do not miss tomorrow's live show. You guys know what that means. Yeah. So do not miss tomorrow's live show if you are a Sveta Shubina fan.
Well, you're already sold out of your variant, aren't you?
That was crazy, bro. We sold out, completely sold out. I have people asking me, hey, I know you guys sold out, but is there any way I can get an extra set? And it's like, nah, man. Nah. people contacting Sveta about her comps. It's like, come on, you guys, those are her comps. You know, like what's going on?
Everybody, once again, guys, we are in a new world where you can literally contact these people. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to contact them.
I get it. It's a crazy book. It sold out quick. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I did not expect that, Dennis. I'll be honest. I did not expect it to sell that fast. I knew the art was amazing, but that was crazy. That was cool. Shout out to Sveta for just being who she is. She's a very talented artist. That
let's just hope she can get to a point where this money helps her get to a new place in life. That's what I hope.
I just, by the way, speaking of that, I just we've been selling her books on our live sales for the past month and a half, I think now, and 50% of all the proceeds went to Sveta. I just sent Sveta like an $850 or sent Adam an $850. Well, actually, Sveta an $850. Her part of the 50% of all you guys that bought books at a premium to do that. I mean, those books sold for a premium because of that. And
there are. I get really disparaging about middlemen, but there are proper middlemen. Then there are. I don't know what that means.
That's all the people that bought books and how much they were and how much we sent to Sveta. And Adam is one of those guys that he's one of the good guys over at Comics Board Inc. Yeah.
No, and I'm just saying there's good middlemen and there's bad middlemen. And I think the last year has more than shown there's a giant flushing sound that needs to happen with a lot of middlemen. And I think if people just stop being so fucking sneaky and just did their thing, we'd be in a lot better place.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just, with the deuce, diamond deuce.
Yeah.
We know you fuckers had a sneaky intention the second you walked in there. Don't be playing around that you're trying to make a go at this. Your own employees are saying you're going to be done by the end of the year.
Yeah. Three Rivers says, Brian, just a question. They're on eBay already. Was that planned? Like, what do you mean by that, Three Rivers? We told everybody that they won't be sent until after the week after New York Comic Con. So anybody that's selling them on eBay, they don't have them in hand yet. Nobody has them in hand yet. There was a pre-sale. They won't be sent. We won't start shipping them out till the week after New York Comic Con. So, but
if their blind bags are not open, like if you were seeing covers, then
we're talking.
No, he's talking about the Sveta Harley Elvira.
Yeah.
Those are just flippers, more middlemen. You know,
I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's what we do. That's where I come from. I don't have problem with people buying books and then selling them, and
have them in hand first. You don't know. I mean, shit. If a hurricane hits,
if you sold it through, you didn't sell yours on eBay, right? You sold them through your website.
Yeah.
Right. So, what the game they used to play on eBay, which got flippers a really bad name, is they buy a book from me. This is why I don't sell books on eBay. And they have 30 days. They would as soon as they buy it, they would put it back up. If they couldn't make that bump by day 30, day 29, hey, I don't want this anymore.
Yep.
Three Rivers says they're selling 12 sales, 7 listings. There's a medal with an asking price of $500. Good. It's a good cover. And for everybody that got them, you got them for 20. You got the medals. I think we sold the medals for 75. We sold the
which is lower than everybody.
Yes.
Everybody else has them for 100.
Yep. We sold the trades and the virgins for 20, and I think they're selling for like 80 to 90. So, I think it's a cool thing. I'm stoked that I'll continue to say it, anything that we do at Beyond Wednesdays, if it has the Beyond Wednesdays brand on it, I want to make it cool, collectible. You know, I don't want it to be over a 500 print count ever. That's not something I ever want to be part of if I don't have to be. You know, there might be some situation that pops up at some point where it's something that is worth doing if it's over 500. But only being a 500 print count, I'm not. I'm cool with that. Anything over 500, it's just not as collectible as I'd want it to be a Beyond Wednesdays,
Yeah.
you know, thing. So, but you know, we've already got stuff happening for New York. So everybody that's going to be in New York, we won't have the Svetas.
Can't believe that's 2.5 weeks away.
I know, you guys. It's getting ready to hit. I
Fucking
paid for my
crazy.
hotel. I paid for my flight. I'm going to have a sale on Sunday or Monday. So I'll have enough for 2 more sales. So 2 more sales, you guys, on Whatnot. It's either going to be Sunday or Monday, and then upcoming Thursday, before New York, that are going to have a ton of really cool stuff. And that'll be the last 2 sales I have before New York, and I'm ready to go. So that'll be cool. In New York, I'm hoping to bring some of the Grommets variants to get the rest of the guys to sign it that didn't get a chance to sign them. So I'll have some copies of those that I want to get signed. I'm hoping Nate's going to be there too. So these guys are going to be there. Nate's going to be there. Jesse's not going to be there. But we're also
Jesse canceled now?
Jesse isn't going.
Ah, shit.
I don't think he's going. And then we're also going to have Beyond Wednesdays variants at the con. We haven't announced them yet. You guys are going to trip. I really think you guys are. You guys know who we love working with. You know the type of stuff we love doing. So for those of you guys who are going to be at New York Comic Con, there will be some really cool Beyond Wednesdays stuff available there. And I should have blind bags of Mark Spears' Monsters and the Wolf blind bags to give away at New York Comic Con. So that'll be a lot of fun. If you see me there, you know, and you're a Mark Spears fan, if you have Mark Spears, you know, shirts or, you know, anything Mark Spears, throw it on and find me, and we'll try and get you a blind bag. So I'll be giving those away. And then
if you think you're going to buy some at Spencer's in Toledo, Franklin Park Mall, try Cleveland.
Yes. Yes. So that's going to be fun. And then you guys are going to be there Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So
I might fly in Tuesday night. I haven't decided yet.
okay.
I'm going to stay up because I'm going to stay and open the store for the midnight. And then I'll drive down Wednesday afternoon for so we'll have the party Tuesday night, and then drive down Wednesday afternoon, pick up my badge, go to the party, do a little drinking.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Brian, can you help Timothy Brandt? He never received his pre-order. Who did he order it from? Was he in the chat? Timothy, hit me up, man. I'll try to help you. I never got my Sveta SDC pre-order books. I ordered from them. Who's them? Yeah, hit me up, Timothy, on IG, and I'll try and get it figured out. But that being said, you guys got any pickups? I know Dennis has had the 2 short boxes, but did you get any pickups? Anything crazy this week, Emmett?
I didn't get anything crazy. It's just normal, the stuff. Something I'd never seen before. They're not very valuable because they came out not too long ago. It's the Indiana Jones special series. Everything boxed. So like every single action figure from that series. And 2 of the large PVC dioramas, like pretty decent, about like $1,000 worth of stuff. And then some really great video games came in. One of my clean out guys brought in 3 systems, N64, Super Nintendo, and a Sega Genesis, and games for all of them.
I got in the last week at Dystopia, I got two separate black Wii's in the original boxes.
Nice.
I've had one black Wii in 3 years, and I get two in 1 week.
What is
Yeah,
that?
it's black colored.
So
instead
the
of white.
Wii came out as a standard white. Then they made a couple variations of that. They made a blue one, a red one. But to me, the black Wii was kind of always the coolest. And they made a couple different variations when they released it. And it's not as desirable because the white Wii will actually play GameCube games, but the black Wii won't. But it's just so gorgeous looking as long as it doesn't get all scratched up.
So there is another, there's two red Wiis. There's a regular red Wii and there's a mini red.
Oh,
That's
okay.
only about like the size of like, I don't know, a CD player, like a CD Walkman. It's about that big. It also doesn't play GameCube games.
Okay.
But it's just desirable as a collectible because it didn't do well. So they didn't keep making them.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys see
No,
this?
it's just oh, fuck me.
So this was bought at a garage sale recently. It is only one of 3 known orange see-through Xboxes that they made for the people who were creating Halo. They hard coded the game into it. And so this is the only one in known existence of the 3 that they actually put a Halo paint thing on.
Wow.
And it went home with one of the engineers to work on the game. And he kept it, and then he ended up putting it in a garage sale. It sold to a guy for $50.
Isn't that Heavy Metal Jesus?
I don't know.
I think that's his YouTube channel, Heavy Metal Jesus.
And it sold for $50. And a recent one without the Halo stamp sold for 20 grand. So this is the only one with the Halo stamp.
This'll hit 40 or 50 for sure.
It might even go for more, man. This is one of the rarest this is probably the rarest Halo.
And I'll just tell you, I put an OG Xbox, which is what this is. I call it the OG.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I've got it with the original box. That was one of the most popular items in the new store that people wanted to talk about on the video game wall.
Wow.
Well, one of the things is that the new Xbox systems, right? You could download and play old Xbox games.
Yeah.
Well, Microsoft has now said, fuck you. And you cannot. So if you don't have an old Xbox that plays and you can get the game, buy the game.
Yep.
Anything that was exclusive to Xbox, the only way to play it now is to go out and buy an OG and buy the games that were exclusive to them. So all those games have taken about a 30% bump. And I've been selling OG Xboxes pretty regularly. And they're a brick. They're not like the 360. These things fucking just work.
Yeah.
Right. You can pull them out of a shed outside after 20 years out there and plug them in. And pretty much usually they come right on.
Yeah, I used to build.
The hardest is those controllers because those wires, those threaded wires, always got kinked.
But I'll tell you, if you're looking for a company to buy new control, third party, I've been with Old School for 3 years.
Okay.
And I have not had one return for not working. They make the absolute best controllers. The molds are exactly like the originals. The only thing they're missing is the actual name on them. And it is a fan-fucking-tastic product.
All right.
And great margins.
Yeah. Yep. Send me the info on that, Emmett.
I will.
I think that's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're gonna have a nice and easy show, in and out. Next week will be a big week. We're gonna be busting out the Bruce Ogilvie interview, which has been in hiding for the last year.
It was canceled.
Yeah.
It was canceled.
So we're gonna bust it out. We're gonna EFAP it, and then I'm gonna release it as a standalone for anybody that just wants to watch it. I think it's been long enough time since they asked us to bring it down. And, you know, I just want to say before we call it a night, it was very funny back then. We used to laugh about how there's a chance that the Industry of Comics show caused an $80 million deal to not happen. And now it seems like that was a godsend for Alliance Entertainment.
I'll tell you what. I think we all need to send Bruce our fruit basket, our address to send our fruit baskets this Christmas
Yes.
because
Yes.
we saved that company because they were willing to go to 90, I think, too.
They could do a little better than a fruit basket at $80 million.
Yeah.
Well, no, but and just to give you guys a preview of this, we were all excited. Emmet changed his mind when he saw the margins, but we were all excited that night.
Yeah.
And it really kind of was this show coming into its own, being able to have this marquee guest, you know, man of the hour. And I want you to watch the enthusiasm on the entire panel's, you know, face that night, and how it just started collapsing like a fucking house of cards. It was like, oh shit, did we just ruin this? Oh fuck. They spent how much watching our show and tabulating what we said, transcribing what we said. And it was just like, oh wait, Diamond fucked this thing up. Diamond's management wanted them out because they knew they weren't going to be able to get away with this bullshit with Alliance, AENT.
Yeah.
Signed lithograph, JT. What is that? Let me know, brother. Hit me up, man. Remind me on that.
Wait a second. We're going to, oh my God, it's not after midnight? I'm going to get a full night's rest tonight?
Yes, you are.
For that long drive down to Toledo?
Yeah. So, yeah, great stuff, you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Next Tuesday, the Bruce Ogilvie interview, reborn, and then the following Tuesday will be the midnight event across the country. If you're a brick and mortar comic shop, make sure you guys, if you want to do a midnight event, you know, and it's going to be something cool. You're going to do something, you know, have a bunch of people show up, do a costume contest or whatever. Let us know, and we might be able to get you to come on live during the show from your store. You know, meet Mark, do cool giveaways. Mark's going to have a bunch of giveaways for people that are going to be at the events at your guys' stores, live on the show. And we'll start in the East Coast, go to the West Coast. We already have, I think, 5 stores that are part of it so far. If you guys want to be involved, you know, reach out. It's something that you know, if you have a setup, we can definitely do. That being said, thank you guys. We love you. We'll see you next time. Adios.